For those of you wondering, we bought a 10 by 12, yeah, Harbor Freight greenhouse with the double front doors, and we spent about 2 days putting it together, and it was doing pretty good, and everything was looking pretty great. And this morning, my dad and I came out to check on it to see, because it rained last night, where and if it had leaked, and it does leak. It leaked around the windows. I made the choice to install the windows a little bit contrary to what the instructions said, because other people, after having watching other people's YouTube videos, had said that their greenhouses, the wind caught the windows at the top, those two little windows up there, and flung them open and bent the crap out of them, and then their windows didn't work. So I installed the windows with the bottom bar a little bit underneath, so the windows weren't sitting on top of the bar and are actually sitting in line with the bottom bar. And we decided we were actually okay with it leaking at the windows a little bit because it's a greenhouse and it's okay if it leaks. The plants need to get a little wet. But then we came back after lunch and can you see that that tree laying over there? And yeah, that's the rest of the thing. We came back after lunch to find this lovely tree. And here's the cleaned up aftermath of our ridiculously cool. Oh, it's super sad. It's really quite tragic. It's just kind of barely hanging in there now. You can see all of we got a board down here to hold the bottom brace back together because it was bent all to nonsense. The side-to-side braces were snapped. There's a bunch of debris. Here's all the tools. So, in case you're thinking about getting a Harbor Freight greenhouse, they're pretty cool. Until a tree lands on them. And you know what the really tragic part is about this? Is this greenhouse has been standing here for maybe 36 hours. Maybe. The good news, though, is it didn't hit the duck house, although the duck house would have withstood better. And the tree behind me is creaking, as if it, too, has a plan to fall on my greenhouse. Harbor Freight greenhouse. It makes me super sad. Here's the panels we took out. Oh. The good news about the plastic panels is that though they are plastic, not glass. And so when a tree lands on them, they go and they pop out. And then you pick them up and stack them next to your strawberries. And hopefully put them back together. So the greenhouse is going to get wood stakes, I guess. My dad says he can fix it. I look at it and I go, I didn't even get to put plants in it. Want to see the ducks? They're pretty happy. I'll show you some other stuff too. Here's the rhubarb. It's doing pretty good. Those, I believe, are gooseberries. I don't care for gooseberries, but it's okay because they're not my gooseberry bushes. They're my dad's gooseberry bushes. I hear they kill the pine trees. So if they kill the pine trees, then what are all these pine trees going to do when these gooseberries grow to be? I don't know anything about gooseberries. I'm talking about gooseberries. Here's an apple tree. I think it's dead. Here's an apple tree. This one's not dead. There's another dead apple tree. Here's my tiny, tiny cherry trees. And what looks to be, I didn't see this tree before, some kind of apple tree. Apple tree, apple tree, apple tree. Apple trees everywhere. Let's go see the ducks. There they are. They're inside the electric fence, which I turned off because I don't do anything on the farm while the electric fence is on. No, sir. My father leaned into the electric fence one day and he said that it's not a fun experience, and I have no desire to experience the electric fence in all its wonderful glory. Duck, 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 duck. And now once the ducks are done eating their mealworms, I'm going to put their butts to bed. And then I'm going to put my butt to bed. Well, retrieve my child from his grandmother, and then put my butt to bed. And think about greenhouses that aren't smashed by trees. But stay tuned, because if you're interested in Harbor Freight greenhouses, it's nice to know that when they get hit with trees, they die horrible deaths. And it might be interesting to know, do not bite me. Do not bite me. It might be interesting to know whether or not they can be fixed. So the catio will have to wait, which is a patio for my cats. And rebuilding the greenhouse is what's next on the agenda. So pleasant dreams. I hope your greenhouses are still standing strong in the morning.